Greetings everyone, I am Eric Paulson with Your Essential Practice. For today's rune reading, we're going to do a general energies kind of a check-in with that full moon in Taurus, that eclipse that's been going on. Also with the beginning of Scorpio season, a lot's been going on. So let's just kind of check in to see what we need to release, how we need to shift our perspectives, what we need to heal from, all that sort of stuff in today's rune reading. Hi there everyone, how are we all feeling? Are we releasing the things that we need to release in these times? Let's release all that negative energy and cleanse this space for this rune reading with the singing bowl, and simultaneously with the $2 note, give thanks to and subsequently invite more of the uncommon abundance into our lives. Giving gratitude for things that have come and taught us the lessons that we needed to learn as we release and move on with today's rune reading, an energy check-in. How we all feeling? In through the nose we breathe, and out through the mouth, forcing nothing. 3 deep breaths. Gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful, happy, yes. We're all very happy now. Very relaxed, very calm, very peaceful, getting rid of the things that no longer serve us in our lives and our highest purpose. Y'all, in my videos, it's one of the very first videos on this channel, incidentally, there is a declaration of sovereignty. So that's kind of like a cord cutting kind of a meditation to go over, okay? At the end of that, there's a prayer to yourself to thank yourself, okay? So definitely watch that. The practice is meant to be done several times a day or several times a week, okay? For the past energies here, we have this wonderful divine feminine rune. This is the lake rune, okay? This is called Lagas, and this is, or Lagus, sorry, and it's the rune of flow. It's the rune of prophetic dreams. It's beautiful, beautiful, divine feminine work, that emotional healing that we're coming from. This could also literally mean dowsing. For a lot of us, it could mean that we're spending a lot of time near water, or that we are emotionally healing ourselves in our past work. So congratulations if that's you. Wow, look at this, beautiful, beautiful. This is the elk rune. This is August. This is the rune of faith. I love to call this the rune of faith. This is divine protection, right? This is think of the elk planting its hoof into the tundra, and how majestic it can be, and how it just knows, right? And it's calling for you to just know that you are in your self-defense, you are in your divine protection, you are in your faith of self, of the divine, of your current trajectory, your current path in life, right? Beautiful current energies. So for the future energies here, this is Manas. This is the rune of humanity. This is the rune of self. This is like 3D labels. This is a lot of culture, how we view ourselves. These are opposing clan flags. So this is a matter of perspective, where in the future energies, we're kind of looking at our place in this, in this world, that where we have this really wonderful divine protection. We're coming from this emotional healing, and now we're having a better, firm understanding through our release, through our emotional healing, who we are, where we belong, what our lives look like. Okay. Action taken for the best outcome is in Hagalas. This is the Hail rune. This is disruption, destructive and creative forces. This is a literal natural disaster for many. Okay, we're not quite out of the woods for hurricane season still. A lot of weird inclement weather that a lot of us are not used to with El Nino going on right now. Okay, so be ready for these sudden upsets and disruptions, these what I like to call unintended eventualities. Like, it's going to happen. It's not intended, of course, but it's still something that we should be prepared for. So this is the only instance where it's healthy to look into the future and to dwell on the future a little bit. This is the only instance, I believe, where it is healthy to do that, because you are looking at what you have now, what you've learned in the past, right? The healthy viewing of the past, moving forward into the future, being prepared for what is next to come, whatever that case may be for you, whatever natural disaster is coming, whatever natural disaster unfolds, whatever sudden upset comes along your path, knowing that you are prepared for those sort of instances. Those oops, I forgot something moments turn into, hey, I got this moments. I remember planning for this. I remember thinking about this and preparing myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for this, right? Speaking of mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, this is the position of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff, you all. This is the sun rune, right? So the sun is Sawilo, that's the name of the rune, and it's good fortune. Real natural success and good fortune. The brilliant, bright, shining light of the sun. It's going to illuminate all those corners. It is illuminating all of your path. And it's a lot like the torch room, but it's with victory and prosperity in mind. It's success no matter how you look at it. So this is possibly redefining what success means to you, okay, in these future moments coming your way. Redefining what that success means. And look at that. Your possible problems, your possible problems are around Fehu, around the wealth, the money, your cattle. This is literally the rune of cattle, right? So with a lot of more cattle comes a lot more responsibility. With a lot more wealth comes a lot more of that responsibility, the wise use of that prosperity, that wise use of that energy, right? To not be squandered, to not be like dealt with in an ego sort of sense. No, none of that holier than thou kind of stuff, right? So this is what you have the possible to, that's in jeopardy coming forward for you, is your sense, your aspect of abundance. So to that I say, great. Why not? Why not lose that current sense of wealth, that current thought of what abundance means to you? Because a lot of us are in the 3D still with that coming up, with that moving forward. If we're not prepared for this, we risk losing that wealth, of course. Okay, we risk losing that abundance when we're not moving forward in faith as well. Okay, so just come from a place of knowing and instead of a place of speculating, and you will know that this is divinely protected. Your wealth is divinely protected but you do risk losing that with these unintended eventualities. So just be prepared. Maybe have some money set aside here for those unintended eventualities. What is the outcome? See, I would have loved to have this in the outcome for you. The outcome is, wow, beautiful. Okay, I was just going to say I'd rather have this in that place, but this is the next best thing. I mean, if not, I think this is even healthier. This is better than I think than the wealth rune being in that position for the outcomes. This is Othala. And for my rune reading for the collective during the beginning of Scorpio season with the sun in Scorpio, on my social media, you can follow the link in the description there. I have this rune for the collective as well. And this rune is about your legacy, your inheritance, your home, your foundation, paradigms, thought processes, things that we pass on from generation to generation, what we have to give to the world, what we have to leave behind after we're gone, our religious practices, right? Our sort of sense of practice that has come into this well-being and understanding from the collective, and what you are teaching to your children and your children's children, right? So with this, you will have that great abundance to leave for them. For a lot of people, this is literal financial, like 3D sort of money, kind of stuff. I beg to differ. This could also mean spiritual wealth, like you have a rich gnosis or knowing, a family of spiritual workers, right, along there with you. That's also abundance, right? So what does abundance mean to you, right? Because that natural success is on your mind. You know what it feels like. You know what you think you know what it feels like. But this is showing you that it's actually something different than what you think it is. So we're still overcoming this obstacle, and there's going to be this eventuality that comes up in the near future that is really going to be that road sign in your path to direct you to that better legacy, that healthier legacy. Okay. The way that we view wealth and abundance is going to shift because we are divinely protected. We're finding our place in this world. We're healing emotionally, right? Yeah. Let's get some cards for clarity. These are the Soul's Journey cards. These are cards that are messages directly from Source, straight to your spirit, straight to your soul, from Divine. So Divine, what message of clarity do you have for the collective for today's rune reading? Okay. That is a lot of cards. Can we please... Okay. Can we please go with... Oh, all right. Fair enough. Okay, thank you, Divine. You say, fine. Okay, you don't want 4 cards. How about 1? Incidentally, I believe those other cards here were service, right? Patience, friendship. All right, and just to show you, the bottom of the deck is loneliness. But here, with that sun rune, we have success. And this says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. What does success mean to you? What does abundance mean to you? Is that perspective of yours shifting? Is it healing? Are those expectations melting away because you're finding your faith? Right? Maybe you're believing in yourself a little bit more. Right? Let's read more about this card. Again, this says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Success can mean many things to the ego self, but the soul only knows one triumph, and that is to love. When your soul is no longer manifested in the physical dimension, it is a time of reflection on how successful it was with that endeavor. The soul doesn't care how big your house was, or how nice your car was, or how many bank accounts you had. The soul only cares about how you expressed love and compassion. That is the true abundance. In the infinite wisdom of the universe, the more you demonstrate, the more you will receive. And even your ego's definition of success is altered. Your ego's definition of success is altered through this experience. I believe will show you the way here. So your notion of how you would be perceived as successful will change. The material things that you thought you would make you happy no longer have the same appeal because you're focusing on that beautiful legacy now. Success is teaching that to our children. Success is leaving that inheritance. What are they going to inherit? Okay. What are they going to inherit? Just some money? Oh, whoop-de-doo. What are they going to inherit? Some valuable life lessons, some valuable thought processes, some valuable practices, right? You're learning, and so are they, of this new version of you, of success, through this experience that will show you how to lay that foundation with them. That's really beautiful. Okay, so let's get a card from the fairies. Okay, fairies, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fairies are nice and talkative. Okay, look at this. And this is a good time to do it too. This is do some research. This says you need more information about this situation. Look into it further before you proceeding. Right? You're definitely called to do your inner work. And what greater aspect to work on during this Scorpio season, like getting into our spiritual work during Scorpio season, our spiritual work is going to be enhanced. So do that research. Go within. Go within. When this happens, go within. Right? Let's look at what this card has to say a little bit more deeply. Again, this says you need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. This card indicates that you're trying to make a decision without a full understanding of the situation. We can't go jumping to conclusions. You have to move forward with faith, with healthy emotions, right? Spend time doing the research, including asking the universe and other people for information, right? Follow any leads such as intuitive feelings, signs, or someone saying something that clicks as the truth. And you'll receive the facts that you need. As you get this information, you may alter your original plans. Don't worry, this is a positive change that will garner you more blessings in the long run, right? During Scorpio season, we want to be focusing on that long game anyway. You know, it's not time for the short game. Short game season is like Aries, right? Okay, let's go with the long game. That's Scorpio. They really want to go deep. They really want you to be thorough, right? Additional meanings for this card are read, study, or take a class, or trust in the synchronicities that occur, or interview an expert, or ask someone to mentor your new profession, right? Or If your gut tells you no, trust the instinct. Listen to your intuition, y'all. Your gut, it will never lie. It never lies to you. That goosebump on the back of your neck, right? That slightly raised body temperature, or that quickening of the breath, that feeling in the chest or in the tummy, right? Listen to that. Listen to it. Your body knows what's up. We're going to go with the solar plexus chakra. Okay? The solar plexus chakra is a beautiful chakra for a lot of your how you define things, how you define yourself, how you define what your success is, what this process is going to be like is a lot to do with what your solar plexus is, right? So the solfeggio frequency for that is 528 hertz, that's 528, and the solar plexus chakra is located below the chest and above the navel, right? It's the center of self-esteem, confidence, and personal identity. Anyone who is struggling to live authentically, or has control issues, or is manipulative, or has those manipulative tendencies, or has low self-esteem, would be said to have a blocked solar plexus chakra. To work on this frequency, you should listen to 528 hertz, that's 528. When you've opened up your solar plexus, you should feel more positive about life, open and honest with yourself and others. Do some research. That 528 hertz, incidentally, is a miracle tone. It also goes into the molecular level to heal your DNA. Okay? The sound for this mantra is Ram, R-A-M. And it's a beautiful, easy mudra. This is the hand mudra for it. We just rest this on our lap. Okay? It's the thumb and forefinger together with the ring finger, and we extend the pinky and the middle finger. Okay? Ram. Beautiful golden white light emanating and from the center of your gut, just below the rib cage there, right? Where your diaphragm is, where your inner strength lies, where your view of success lies, where your faith is, where your legacy is going to be, right? How you value success, right? Do some research. Get a mentor, y'all. Get a mentor. I mean, it's one of the best things that I've done in my life was to get a mentor. That was a beautiful rune reading. There's a lot of inner work that we're doing. There's a great energy check-in, right, with this release of all the full moon energies, this diving into aspects of self, really going through what and how we do things. All right, what we're going to do things with, and how we do them, why we're doing them, like just going through that self-examination process, making sure everything passes through that great love filter, right? Am I perceiving it with love? Am I responding with love? Is that first reaction that I have love, right? If none of those questions or some of those questions are no, then you know what you need to be working on. How do you view success? Is it with pride? Is it with this sense of self-worth, right? Or is it with some humility and some being humble and learning and really going within to very much improve on aspects of self rather than giving two craps about who in the world you're impressing? Impress yourself. You know what? Challenge yourself. Impress yourself. Get a mentor. And like I said, that's one of the best things I've ever done with my life. If you'd like a rune reading from me personally, you can reach out to me at youressentialpractice@gmail.com. All right. I also do wonderful Reiki sessions. I am a Reiki master educator, and I'm able to work with you on that if you would like to learn Reiki. I do Dr. Yasui method only, so I'm available for that as well. So just reach out to me, youressentialpractice@gmail.com. I've been Eric Paulson. This is the hand mudra. Okay, we start not just from the prayer position, we go open palms, ready to receive from the divine with that sense of humility, right? And we're taking our thumbs and forefingers together and putting our ring fingers in with it. Pinkies and middle fingers are out. We're resting it on our laps. Breathing deep in meditation, maybe reciting the word Ram, 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 like R-A-M, right? 528 hertz playing in the background, just beautiful, life-impacting stuff, y'all. That sense of self will be very strong, unshakable. We're talking a lot about that lasting legacy, the Othala rune, right? That foundation. What are you going to leave behind? Right? Make it something that future generations can build off of. You might as well. You're not going to take the money with you when you die. But you know what? You're going to leave behind those lessons. Right? When we live by the example that we want to see, when we're like leading by example, we're enacting that vision. When we light the path for others, also we light the path for ourselves. It's one hand washing the other constantly, right? And what a beautiful reciprocative energy to be a part of, that loving energy, right? Healing the collective, right? Full circle, healing that divine feminine and that emotional self, right? Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant day.